Millions of homeowners need help lowering their mortgage payments to keep their homes. But to scammers, these folks are just millions of easy marks. Here's CNBC's Diana Olick.
Florida surgeon Dan Howard still can't get over getting scammed.
You picture yourself as a very, intelligent, reasonably intelligent person.
Dan bought his dream home at the height of the housing market, taking advantage of some creative financing. Now the house is worth a lot less than the 2 loans on it. Struggling to make the monthly payments, he and his fiancée, Nikki, were getting nowhere with lenders, so they agreed to pay a California loan modification company called Lionstar Financial $3,500 for help.
I would have never imagined somebody taking our money and not helping us. Disappearing, won't return phone calls, emails, nothing.
Lionstar promised they would get through the lender red tape and even provided documents from Dan's lenders, IndyMac and Wells Fargo, claiming they were at work on modifications. Neither lender has any record of Lionstar contacting them, and Dan and Nikki believe the letters are fake. CNBC's calls to Lionstar were not returned.
They tell you to give some of their money up front. They offer dream deals and promise to rework your loans for a small fee. And then they take the money and run.
California officials are now investigating 250 so-called loan modification companies, many of them run by former subprime mortgage brokers.
Never would have seen this coming in a million years. Yet here we sit on the brink of possibly losing our dream.
For On the Money, I'm Diana Olick in Tampa, Florida.
Well, some good came of Dan and Nikki's experience. Nikki now works as a loan modifier, helping people legitimately to keep them in their homes. And she's on the money line with us right now. Nikki, welcome, and applause to you for turning what's a really bad situation around and helping people on the other side.
Well, thanks very much. I mean, this is a situation that really made me very, very angry. People assume just because my fiance is a surgeon that we have an endless supply of money, and this $3,500 was earmarked for us, just to save our home, and it's gone. And I don't want to see this happen to anyone else.
Yeah, Jeff, fraud, it just runs all over the place, and now it just seems like, that heads are popping up everywhere. These scams are popping up everywhere and basically taking advantage of people like Nikki who are in trouble.
It's amazing. It's like you said before, that the old mortgage brokers are now in the loan modification business because it's an unlicensed industry and they can get away with it because nobody's looking over their shoulder. But here's what I would say to Nikki. You're in the state of Florida and you were scammed by a company in California. Now, in the state of Florida, we have a very good Attorney General, Bill McCollum, and he has a division of consumer affairs. I would encourage you, contact the Attorney General's office, file a formal complaint, because when companies commit unfair and deceptive trade practices in your state, the Attorney General can take action on your behalf. So I would do that right away.
Fortunately, we've actually, Steve Dybert with MFI Miami did exactly what you suggested, and he also filed something with the California Department of Real Estate as well. So we have done that. It's just my question is, if anybody can give us some recommendation beyond that, how do we get our money back without spending more money to hire an attorney to go after this guy?
I'm going to give you a very inexpensive remedy. What part of the state do you live in? Where do you live? What city?
We're in the Bradenton, Sarasota area.
Okay, go down to the Sarasota County Courthouse and ask the clerk that you want to file a small claims court action. It'll cost you about $100 for the filing fee, and they'll show you how to fill it out. And then file that lawsuit, and I believe you can actually serve it by mail on Lionstar and get yourself a judgment and then go collect it.
Nice. All right, thanks, Jeff, so much. Thank you, Nikki, so much for joining us. Please keep in touch and let us know how it goes. We'll be back in a moment.